Your supporters want to do more for your nonprofit, but going door to door for donations is uncomfortable. Asking via text, email, and social media is so much easier, and frankly, more profitable. I can attest to this as I used to be an event coordinator and I planned an annual walk for many years. During that time, we added FundEasy's peer-to-peer platform to our event and we never looked back. Previously, there was a dip in our bank account as we approached walk day, but with donations deposited as our walkers fundraise through peer-to-peer, that was no longer an issue. Peer-to-peer empowers others to fundraise on your behalf. It's often used for events like walks, runs, and bike-a-thons, but it's also available for general fundraising, like when a supporter has a birthday and wants their friends to donate to your cause instead of buying them a gift. Today, we're going to look at a sample event in peer-to-peer. Let's check it out. Included with every fundraiser is an event webpage. This page includes key information about your event or campaign, including your fundraising goal, event description, and a leaderboard of your top fundraisers and teams. Corporate sponsors are also highlighted throughout the event. Registering to fundraise is simple. To sign up, you may require just a name and email, or may request more information such as t-shirt sizes, prepayment for lunches, signing of waivers, and more. The registration form is very customizable and able to collect the data you need for your fundraiser. After your participants register, they can begin fundraising immediately. They will be directed right to their fundraising page where they'll watch a brief video explaining how to set up and use the page. There's also a knowledge base for your fundraisers so that you can focus on planning your event without providing support. Those who raise the most money are the ones who customize and engage with their fundraising the most. We give many options for customization in order to help them be successful. They can personalize their pages with photos, a welcome message, and updates. Updates are like an event blog where they can keep their teammates and supporters in touch with their efforts while inviting others to sponsor them. As the nonprofit, you get to define the branding for your fundraiser and what's communicated about your organization. As fundraising pages are shared, friends and family can easily visit the page and give. When doing so, they can choose to cover processing fees so that all funds go directly to your nonprofit, and most of them do. FundEasy takes care of sending tax receipts, which saves you all kinds of time. Many events have a history of offline pledging and giving. We realize this will continue even as your online presence increases. Therefore, your fundraisers can record offline gifts and pledges right on their fundraising pages. This feature is one of many that can be enabled or disabled when setting up your event. Now that we've seen the public pages, let's take a look at your admin tools. Our setup wizard will walk you through customizing your event. For instance, if your event is a bike-a-thon, you'd choose to call your participants cyclists. If you want the give button to say donate, you can change that. Maybe you don't invite people to participate as a part of a team. No problem. Just turn that feature off. There's many settings that you can enable or disable so peer-to-peer works just the way you need. The dashboard shows at-a-glance statistics for your event. It's great to have this insight as your event approaches. In the column browser tool, you'll be able to see transaction information for your fundraisers and their donors. The top section shows their names in a filter format, while the bottom section shows more detailed information. You can see here if a donation has been received by your organization. If so, it's indicated with a green paid status. If not, you'll see a red not paid status. Offline gifts and pledges will show as not paid until your bookkeeper records the receipt of the donation. If funds come in that aren't already recorded, you're able to quickly enter them and associate them with a fundraiser. If teams are part of your fundraising model, you can manage the teams in the Manage Registrants tool. Here, you can add teams, rename them, move fundraisers from team to team, and even promote them to team captains. As with any fundraiser, communication is a major key to success. You can invite people to participate with our invitation tool, and then stay in touch throughout with our send email tool. All emails are branded for your event automatically, so you just need to write and send updates or schedule them to be sent later. The name tags and labels tool is most commonly used in peer-to-peer for printing packet pickup labels or mailing labels for your post-event thank yous. Simply select your Avery label, customize the template, and then print. Our pre-built reports will likely give you all the information needed for your board, your bookkeeper, your director, and your event itself. Let me highlight a couple of items here in the reporting section. First, we're going to look at the participant list. In this report, you can see things like what your fundraiser's goals are, how much they've raised, and how they're interacting with their page. Like, have they written a welcome message? Did they enable sharing options? How many page views have they received? Having this information at your fingertips will help you as you encourage and celebrate your fundraisers. Another notable report is the participant summary sheets. This report gives you a nice PDF version of your fundraisers pages. This report is often used at event check-in. Your check-in staff can clearly see what donations have been received and which ones you're expecting your fundraisers to turn in at the event, since the paid and the not paid statuses are clearly shown. You also have transaction and settlement reports to appease your bookkeeper. All credit card donations are receipted automatically. Gifts that are given offline can be receipted with our receipt tool. If your event allows pledging, our invoice tool can generate those. We know it's important to include a personal message on invoices and receipts, so that capability is built right in. Peer-to-peer has many integrations available, plus an open API and webhooks. These allow you to connect peer-to-peer to other applications so you can work smarter, not harder. Getting started on your fundraiser could not be easier. You actually could be live today. With a knowledge base full of training videos and help articles, plus a support team available via chat, phone, and email, you've got all the tools you need to be successful. Peer-to-peer fundraising is a powerful way to raise funds, and as you can see, we make it so simple, not only for those that are raising funds, but also for you as you manage everything from behind the scenes. When I added peer-to-peer, the income from our walk increased dramatically, and we're not alone. We hear that all the time. At FundEasy, we know the process of fundraising is difficult, and that's why we create easy-to-use software to help your nonprofit thrive financially. Get started today at fundeasy.com.